Well, hey team, welcome back to the channel. Hope everybody's doing well. We're about to close out our first month of being here at home in Korat, Thailand, and really longer than that for the wife. She came over a few weeks before I left Okinawa, so she's been here a little bit longer. But I took off from Okinawa on the 3rd of July, and everything kind of came right down to the wire, getting out of there on time with terminating housing and clearing out of the IPAC, getting my DD-214 and just making sure I had all those things lined up before leaving. And some of it was messed up, and I had to do some sorting once I got over here to Thailand, but that's okay. The admin folks there were super supportive and got me all sorted out. But yeah, anyway, woke up here on the 4th of July, Independence Day, not only for America, but for me, kind of detaching from the Marine Corps after almost a quarter of a century of service. So yeah, kind of flew by. Other times, sometimes faster than others, I guess. But anyway, yeah, got here on the 3rd, woke up on the 4th, and made the trek all the way up here to Nakhon Ratchasima, and that's about 3-4 hours northeast of Bangkok, up closer to the border region with, Cambodia, Laos, and all of those tensions on the border have really made the last couple of days interesting, but largely unaffected here in Korat. We're about 70-75 miles from the closest border point, so all pretty good here right now. Yeah, just wanted to make a quick video and get you caught up. I've been meaning to do this for a minute, and every time I sit down to do it, I put it on the back burner or lose my train of thought and kind of forget where I'm at. But yeah, had about a week and a half here in Thailand where it was just me, my wife, and our son, and just spent that time getting caught up with family here around Korat and eating lots of amazing food. And as we got to the end of that period, my parents were coming over all the way from Mississippi, so that was a long haul flight for them. And the wife and I have been married for about 20 years now, and this was the first time that both sides of the family, both of the parentals, got together. So yeah, that was kind of a milestone, and everybody's getting a little older and not as agile as they used to be, so yeah, that was a big thing. But yeah, that first week and a half here, good food, getting caught up with family, at least the Thai side of the house. And right off the bat, when we got back here to Korat from Bangkok, there was some construction already going on in the house. Seems like the wife always has a project going right around the times that I visit. But luckily for now, I'm here, and we've got a foothold established, and we're not going anywhere for a bit. So she was getting a new door put on the front here, and if you're not familiar with Thai houses, a lot of the typical houses in the villages over here have like a glass sliding door on the front, and it was just kind of a hassle getting up every day and moving the curtains out of the way and then unlocking everything, and wasn't good for privacy and also not very secure. So we got a new door put in, and then the wife was getting this shelving system closet space put in the bedroom because we had some extra space in the master bedroom. And what we had in there before were like these wardrobes. If you're in the military, it's probably close to like a wall locker or something that you would have in a barracks. Nicer, of course, but so we had 2 of those in our bedroom, and got rid of those, and they went over to some friends of the family. And then the sliding door that was on the front of the house is actually off outside on the side of the house because some family's going to pick it up and use it at their house. So everything gets recycled within the family and across the network of friends, so that's cool. But yeah, so we got some construction done, hung out with the family, and I just had to make a little list here to run through. But then my family came over from Mississippi, flying out of Jackson, and then coming over here, they flew through Atlanta, and then took the long one all the way over to Seoul, and then from there to Bangkok. And then on the way back, they just left. They flew through Tokyo and then over to Dallas-Fort Worth, which they said was a nightmare because they missed a flight there. and then from there back to Jackson. But while they were here, we went down to Khao Yai and hung out. We got a big pool villa down there, and so all of the family from here in Korat, and then my mom and dad and us all went down there and hung out on a pool villa. And I'll throw some pictures, maybe some video up of that beautiful area down there. You know, it's more mountainous, it's more open, whereas here in the village all the houses are kind of butted up next to each other. You get down towards Khao Yai and things kind of spread out, and it's not so concrete jungle-ish. Of course, you can do that elsewhere here in Korat, but this little place we bought in 2020. So we're going to hang on to it for now. It's paid off. It's ours, or it's my wife's, right? Because I can't legally own property. Anyway, that's a whole nother video. But yeah, a good visit down to Khao Yai. Really good scenery down there. And I think the family really enjoyed it, just kind of being out in nature and having a pool and being able to just cook out and chill with the fam. Well, we came back up to Korat after that, and yeah, we've just been hanging out with family again and just kind of messing around here in the neighborhood. I've got some projects that I need to get taken care of here in the house. We got some, I think today we're going to go to Big C, which isn't too exciting. May take you along for that, might not. This might be just kind of a catch-up video to get me back level, and then I'll move forward from here. But I need to get some sealant. We've had a lot of maintenance in the 5 years that we've had this house, a lot of stuff moving around and things that were mounted on walls that aren't there anymore, and nails and screws that weren't always removed in the most gentle way. So now there's a lot of like concrete pulled out of the wall that's got to be patched up, just little pock marks all over the walls. So I've got some patching and some painting to do, and then what else? In the bathrooms here in Thailand, a lot of these houses don't have ventilation or fans that are in the bathroom themselves. So you got these little pop-out windows. So you just lift the screen, pop the window out, and then close the screen. But I think the gaskets and the seals around those things aren't that good anymore. They're like I said, they're 5 years old or so. And we never open them, but the cracks in those windows are big enough that like these little flies can get in, and it's not a huge issue. A lot of people in the village just leave those things open 24/7. But I think that those people also aren't running their air conditioning because they're Thai and they're used to the heat. But I'm gonna go get some silicone, I think, and just kind of seal up the edges around those windows. And then if that doesn't work, then I think just put a bead of silicone around the entire window. And maybe I'll show you what I'm talking about here later, but there's little tiny rectangular windows that pop out. But anywho, so I'll probably get that at like Mr. DIY or something. And we got to go to Big C to get some groceries, and get out of the habit of ordering Grab all the time. So in Thailand, they got this Grab app, and you can get on there and get a ride. So it's like a ride-hailing kind of service, like Uber. But then you can also get food delivered, and well, I guess it's kind of like Uber plus Uber Eats, if you could do all of that stuff within one app. And I don't think Uber has that. But over here they've got Grab, and they call it the Grab Super app, and it's all of that stuff in one app. So yeah, it's pretty cool. But we've been ordering so much food recently, it's kind of ridiculous. I woke up and cooked breakfast this morning, just because like we didn't have family here, nobody was hanging out. I felt like we actually had some time to just kind of unwind by ourselves, and so I cooked a little breakfast this morning, made some eggs. It's delicious. So I think I'm going to get some, maybe some more breakfast stuff this morning, and then hopefully from here on out, it's, wake up, maybe have some brekkie here in the house, and then just head out for like a daily gallivant around Korat. That's what I'm looking forward to in retirement, and that's kind of why I wanted to come over here to begin with. And then this evening, I think we'll probably go for a walk around the neighborhood, and maybe I'll take the GoPro along with me. So you can kind of check out the village. Lots of flowers. There's a lot of these houses have nice little gardens. There's some workout areas. There's one on either end of the complex, if you will, which is really cool. And yeah, as far as our next big items go, I will be working on getting my visa of course, first we've got to register our U.S. marriage here in Thailand. And I think we'll do that before we take off next month and take our son over to Tokyo, because he's going to be getting settled into college there for his first year of school. And then I think on the backside of that trip, as we get back over here, then I'll have like something established, i.e. having the marriage registered, so that I can then apply for the marriage visa. And then, yeah, bickety bam, should be cool after that. And then I can get my driver license, bank account all set up, or maybe do all that within the process of getting my visa established. I'm not 50, I'm not close to 50 yet, so I won't be on a retirement visa. So it'll just be on a non-immigrant O, I think is what it is. And it's just a visa based on marriage to a Thai national, which allows me to stay here in the kingdom. And then after that, I think it's either 90-day or annual check-ins. I think it's every 90 days, and you might even be able to do that online these days. So, yeah, I've got to figure out the ins and outs of that. And if everything's not quite in place, then maybe just get some sort of a student visa and go to a language course here in Korat. That's something that I need to do anyway, because I've been learning online and printing stuff and taking a stab at writing and reading and all that good stuff, but it's not where I want it to be. It's not where I want it to be yet, so just gotta work on polishing some of that. Anyway, I'm not sure how long the camera's been running right now, and I can't get the screen to pop on. It looks like 11:45, coming up on 12 minutes. So hopefully I've had time throughout me rambling just to kind of patch in some pictures or a bit of video from the happenings here in Korat. But with that said, this is the catch-up video, and I'll get out of your ears for this one, and then we'll catch y'all on the next one. I appreciate y'all coming along. Cheers from Nakan Ratchasima. Take care. Bye. Had an awesome dinner with the folks. They're hanging out in the hotel, and we're gonna come down and do their money exchange for them real quick, which we've already taken care of. But then we were gonna run next door to the Lawsons, help them restock all their waters and stuff for the room for tomorrow. But I don't think we're gonna do that in this downpour. We're gonna hang tight right here for a bit. Yep. We are right here along the 304, headed back out to the house here in Korat. These are the best sausages you can get. Okay,ไหมหนูเห็น Okay. อ๋อ อร่อยมากครับสวัสดีครับ Well, wifey and I went out for that walk, and now we're back at the house. Wifey's getting her stretch on. I'm gonna show you what that storm looks like that just rolled in. So Tickle's like, hey, the sky's getting super red and it's a little bit breezy. I feel a sprinkle. We better get back quick. And I was like, oh, it's just a sprinkle. It's gonna pass. Well, this is that sprinkle. Oh yeah, outrageous fun.